Welcome to reality. What's up, everybody? I am the Skeptical Realist. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe, bell notification, share. Let's do it. Here we go. Janitors at Twitter decided to strike over other employees being let go. So Elon Musk fired them too. What, they didn't think that could happen? I don't understand. You didn't think this through? You didn't consider the consequences of your actions? Well, I'm sure the left is furious over this because you can't have consequences to your actions. It's always somebody else's fault. So, yeah, I'm sure they're not happy about that. Republicans be damned, right? You're a Republican, we'll put you in jail. Ain't no big deal. But if you're a leftist, oof, man. If you agree with us, man, we got to take care of you no matter what. Hypocrites to the end. Back in 1981, air traffic controllers went on strike and President Reagan fired over 11,000 of them. And even though I was a young lad, very young lad, I kind of remember this. It was a big deal back then, for sure. I do remember the NFL doing it also. I remember the players striking or walking out or something. And then they brought in these, I think they were called scabs or something, other players to play while the regular players were on strike. Crazy. And I think the regular players just caved in. They didn't get anything that they were trying to get. Well, back then, I think that was in the 80s, so times have changed. They pretty much get everything they want now. Elon Musk recently took a page out of this book at Twitter when janitors decided to strike because they were angry about other workers being let go. Okay, it's an admirable thing to do that, right? To stand up for your fellow workers. But you also have to realize that there are consequences, or there could be consequences to those actions, right? And being fired is one of those consequences that you should have thought about. Do you think the person that you're striking against is going to be happy that you're doing that? I don't think so. Musk simply canceled their contract, firing them all. He simply doesn't have any time for nonsense. Well, that's true. He does not have time for nonsense. But so they did have a contract, though. Did it not have like a 30-day termination notification clause in it? You know, in writing, which is normal under any contract for a vendor. So are they fired immediately? Did they have to walk out of the building? Or are they fired in 30 days because they gave them notification that they were going to cancel their contract? Or are they fired when the contract is up? Janitors hired to clean at Twitter headquarters in San Francisco, California, protested after 20 employees were fired. So the social media company bought by Elon Musk fired the rest of them. 20 employees. Whose employees? Twitter's employees? No. The cleaning company who had the contract with Twitter, their employees? So their employer, not Twitter, fired their own employees, 20 of them. So then the other employees of this company who had the contract with Twitter decided to protest or strike against Twitter. Right? Does that make sense? I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it does. Critics of Musk are outraged that he would fire the workers just weeks before Christmas. Okay, well, yeah, fire workers that might be striking against Twitter because their actual employer fired 20 of their fellow workers. See, we need clarification. Also, critics of Musk are outraged. Of course they're outraged. They're always outraged because Twitter has no other employees that have the ability to fire people or make decisions other than Elon. Our cleaning contractor at Twitter was told by Twitter that they are cutting the contract, said Olga Miranda, union president for the janitors. All right, so cutting the contract, what does that mean? That when the contract is up for renewal, they're not going to renew it? whenever that might be, or they receive notification of termination and they have a 30 days, or were there no protections in their contract to begin with like that, and Olga Miranda is doing her job very well. Very well. Not really. So we have about 48 families out of work, and it just so happens that it's 3 weeks before Christmas. Now that really sucks. That really sucks. And I feel for you, but again, you have to think that this is a possibility when you do something like that, right? I mean, who's advising you to do these things? I know you want to strike while the iron's hot, right? And not wait, because this is happening now. But maybe it's not advisable. Maybe you should wait. A representative from SEIU Local 87 told the New Republic that 20 janitors were told on Friday that they were fired. Fired with no notice. So what, they didn't get a heads up that it was coming? Like, they didn't get an email saying, hey, next week we're going to fire you. What does that mean? Or there was no protections in their contract? What's the union doing if there was no protections in their contract? Not doing their job, for sure. They could just be fired. I mean, who knows? Based on what we're reading here. And they were fighting for wages, benefits, and job protections. Okay, well, what were they doing before? What was the union doing before? They were fighting for this after the fact? Ridiculous. Also, what is this fighting for wages, benefits, and job protections? Why is benefits and job protections the only thing in quotes? Shouldn't it be fighting for, quote, wages, comma, benefits, and job protections, end quote? What the fuck? Punctuation matters. By Monday, the union organized a strike with the rest of the janitors against the firings, saying the company was violating local cleaning regulations. Local cleaning regulations? They also said they were locked out of the building. How dare they? How dare they lock us out of the building? Yeah, great job, union leader Olga Miranda. First, you let your employees get fired without notice, evidently. And then secondly, you organize a strike to protest those firings, and you get everybody else fired. Well done. Well done. Dues well spent. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you liked Hunter Biden's face in my hat, which he's still there, I think. Yeah. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Share the video. And I'll see you in the next one.
Look at that guy. You see that guy?
Before you go, maybe head over and check out the merch store. Yeah, click the link below. I've got 2 subscribers, and I've got a merch store. Who knew?